All right. 2 girls in one class with one hottie college professor.
Ooh.
And they both want to make a move after the semester is over because that is the ethical thing to do. But first, they got to figure out, is he or is he not in a committed relationship? They haven't seen a ring, so they know he's not married, but there could be a fiance. There definitely could be a girlfriend. So they asked us to do War of the Roses, which is what, Abby?
War of the Roses is when we send them a fake promotional email to whatever address they provide for us. And we basically say, hey, you can send a free bouquet of flowers to whoever you want. But the only catch is we're not actually going to send flowers. We just want the actual details. So we find out who they send those quote unquote flowers to in an attempt to find out if they are in a relationship with somebody.
All right, Amanda, thank you so much for joining us. So what is it about this professor that has you and a friend battling it out?
Yeah, he's younger than you would usually have for a professor, and he's just like always just in a really good mood, so cute, and like just like really takes the time to get to know you and like talk to you and everything. You know what I mean?
So how did this conversation come up with you and your friend that you both are interested in him and that you want to see if he is available?
So, like, we're both right now just kind of, like, subtly flirting with him, just, like, trying to see what the vibe is, maybe, like, laying some groundwork for when the semester is over, right? Like, I'm not the type of person who would, like, do anything before the semester's over or anything. I just want to kind of just feel it out, test the waters a little bit. But it's been a little tricky because he doesn't talk about his personal life. He doesn't wear a wedding ring. So we just like don't really know for sure what's going on. And, he's been very professional on that end also, where like he doesn't, make any comments or anything other than what's going on in the class. You know what I mean?
All right, so Amanda, if you were a betting woman, who has a better chance with him, you or your friend?
Me.
I'm starting to think
it might. Radio show.
Is this really about talking to him, or is it more about just winning this challenge?
Both.
And that if he is as dreamy as you say he is, he's probably encountered this from other female students. No.
I don't know. He's younger, so I don't think he's been here that long.
All right. Well, we're not trying to catch anybody cheating here. And we talked about this yesterday. The probability of success here is very slim, just because he could send flowers to his mom. He could send them to his sister. It could be the bouquet he chooses and the card could be very inconclusive. So you may not get the results you're looking for, but we'll try, okay? Or not, we will try. We did try, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we sent the fake promotional email to the email address you provided for your professor, and he's probably like, how did they get my school email? But whatever.
Right.
He was offered a free bouquet of flowers, able to choose from several options with photos, of course. In exchange, he's asked to share some promo codes for a percentage off a future order with his friends and family, and he could choose from the following. His options were, you exceeded my expectations.
Ooh.
Wildflowers are always such an unexpected surprise. Show them how impressed you are with their work with this impressive bouquet of nature's gifts. Then there was Suns and Roses. Instead of Guns N' Roses, get it? Mm-hmm. Brighten anyone's day with a bouquet of hot pink roses and yellow sunflowers. This bouquet is so cheerful, they will be smiling for days. From cacti to cactus. You've made it official. Celebrate your long-term commitment with these long-lasting succulents. And lastly, a kabloom! An explosion of roses for the woman who makes your heart burst. This bouquet of 24 roses will be one she won't forget. We sent the first promotional email at 9:45 a.m. He is obviously young and a new professor, probably not on tenure, making a bunch of cash. So he did respond and order the free flowers by 11:22 a.m. So Kabloom is the one that's really going to send a message, right, Amanda? Like if he chooses 2 dozen red roses.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He did not choose that one.
Okay, good.
He sent Suns and Roses. Brighten anyone's day with a bouquet of hot pink roses and yellow sunflowers. This bouquet is so cheerful, they will be smiling for days. He sent them to a Sophia. And it's actually, the delivery is a little further out. It's for Friday, November 1st. So there's some planning going on here. And the note on the card says, "Happy birthday, sweetie. Love you always, Daddy."
Daddy is right.
Oh, Abby. Really?
Has he ever talked about having a child? But I guess not, because again, professors, like, you shouldn't really be divulging a ton of personal information to your students, but maybe he has that kind of open dialogue with the students. Did you know he has a kid?
I had no idea.
You don't have to have a kid to be daddy. Sorry.
You got 2 of them daddy jokes in.
We seriously have to get you a date, girl. So it seems like happy birthday, sweetie. Love you always, Daddy. You could take Daddy Abby's way, or you could take Daddy my way, and he has a child. Now, I know you said he's younger. It doesn't mean, maybe this is a young child, but you typically wouldn't send a young child flowers.
Not on there. Yeah, nah. Yeah, she's probably older. But
Unless he's like 4 or something,
You still wouldn't. I mean, maybe. You can definitely send a 4-year-old flowers, don't get me wrong. And it's a very sweet gesture. Nothing against it. I just don't know a lot of parents that would get their 4-year-old flowers for her birthday. It would typically be something else. So
are we assuming that mom is not in right? Still there?
That's another question.
I would assume, so the sweetie to me makes me think it's an actual daughter and not like a date, right? Because if you're calling someone daddy, they're not calling you sweetie back. That's weird.
That's true.
I think if the mom was in the picture, the flowers would have gone to mom.
That's what I was
So
thinking.
I'm thinking maybe his daughter lives with mom. And if you think about it, he's younger, but he's still a college professor. So he could be like maybe 28 to 32, which means he could have had a kid at 18 to 20. So she could be a 10-year-old. It doesn't have to be a 4-year-old. And that would make sense to send maybe your 10-year-old who you don't live with flowers for their birthday. So, are you ready to be a mom?
A stepmom.
Stepmom.
Amanda, it seems like we literally found out nothing. I'm sorry. Well, except for the fact that he probably more than likely has a child.
I mean, it's kind of cute.
It is kind of cute. But if he's still in a relationship with the mom, that we don't know. So I don't know what other...
Listen, here's what you do. What was the daughter's name again?
I don't have that information and we don't disclose that.
Oh, Sophia. It was Sophia.
Oh, that's right, Sophia. You're so right. To be sent to Sophia. Sorry about that.
So here's what you do. Very loudly in class, you talk to your friend about how you're adopting a cat and you're thinking of naming Sophia because you love that name, and see what he says. Use it as bait to reel him into it. Now, this is underhanded, and I think you're going to have to come clean one day because this is sketch as heck, but that's going to pull him into a conversation. Oh, my daughter's name is Sophia. And now you have an instant into his personal life, and you can grow it from there.
Did you say sketch as heck because it's involving a child?
Yeah.
I sure did. All right, Amanda, keep us updated if you get any more intel, okay?
Thank you so much. I will.
The Bert Show.